Homies on the ride. What's up, Bassa? This one right here is for the homies all over the world. Let's get it. Yeah. From the north to the south. That's it. Money's what it's all about. That's it. You don't really want to trip. That's it. We're getting straight to the grid. That's it. From the east to the west. That's it. Live life and stay blessed. That's it. No matter what color rag. That's it. We're getting straight to the bag. That's it. Look, S is on the rise. Eyes on the prize. Gotta get the money, gotta get the bag up. Still rolling with the homies, still throwing rags up. Still, I ain't never lied. You ain't talk about money, we don't identify. Ain't nobody tripping on the gangbang. Homie in the club, two-stepping with a thing on me. Go.
Hi, everybody. What's up?
What's going on?
Nothing.
What's up with you?
Huh?
Shit, nothing. I'm just chilling, trying to get over this hangover, man.
Yeah, I seen you having fun last night.
Yeah, we're at Bozo's pad last night. I had a blast. We were tearing up that dance floor.
Yeah, it looked fun. So,
Yeah, the thing is, I don't drink so much as I used to, so when I drink, I get a little faded, you know what I mean? I get carried away, so I was having a good time doing last night. It was pretty cool.
yeah, that's awesome. Like, you would never see shit going on like that where I'm from, you know? Like, just a party in someone's backyard like that.
Why is that? I thought you guys got acres over there. Shit, I be partying everywhere.
I know, like, people here, I think it's because most of the population is so, like, older, you know, like, older population in my town.
Yeah.
So it's like everyone's like a cop caller, you know?
Man, you got to get it cracking with the old people. You got to invite them to the party. That's the only way you're going to get it cracking.
I know, I guess so. Shoot, I'm doing something wrong, but yeah. I don't really do much anyways, you know? Shoot. And, it's kind of, I don't know if you've ever been to Montana, but there's really...
Nah, I ain't never been out there. I've been to a lot of places, though. I ain't never been out there.
Yeah. It's all right. You're not missing anything.
We got to get a show cracking out there pretty soon. I'm going to start doing shows pretty soon.
Yeah, no. I'll be, I don't know, like, there's a few, you know, like, local people that try to, you know, they go around and, like, they do their thing. They go to Washington, Idaho, you know, a couple places like that. But
yeah.
As far, you know, as like Chicano rap, like no one's ever really came here, you know.
How big is you guys got a big population out there though?
Not really. Like the town I'm from, there's only about I'd say like 50,000-60,000.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Dang. How far are your houses? Like a mile apart and shit, or what?
Well, no, I live like 20 miles out of town. So where my house is, like I'm kind of out in the mountains, like by a lake.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's where I live. And so like sometimes my Wi-Fi, you know, like it's kind of fucked up. So I'm just crossing my fucking fingers that it behaves. I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to do an old school, get a hanger and some aluminum foil and shit.
Right? Yeah. Well, that's cool. You know, you had some fun last night anyways.
Hell yeah, I had a good time, man. Me and Bozo, shit, we partied it up last night.
That's good. Yeah. It looked pretty fun though, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's because my wife likes to dance, you know what I mean? So when she gets out on the dance floor, it's like, fuck it, I gotta go with her and shit, you know? I don't really know how to dance. She's the one that knows how to dance. I just fucking go along with her, you know? But I have fun, you know? Whether I know how to dance or not, I still get out there and enjoy myself. That's all that matters at the end of the day, you know?
Right, that's right. Guys don't really have to do much. They just gotta like, you know, kind of hang out and chill.
Get behind and start pumping.
That's right. The lady fucking just does all the work. So, you know, guys
hell yeah.
like that.
I just stand there like a stripper pole and shit.
Hey, that ain't a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
right?
You should start lying you were breakdancing. Yeah, I was breakdancing last night. That's how faded I got. I
Oh
got down there and
shit.
started fucking breakdancing and shit.
Hey, you should have went live for that. You know, should have showed us.
No, that's what I was telling Bulls earlier. I was like, man, ain't nobody got pictures of me breakdancing and shit.
Damn.
We're faded though. We're having a good time. I enjoy myself. I haven't went out in a while and shit, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I know how that is. You know, I don't really do much myself, so I'd probably get hella fucked up off of like just one fucking beer or some shit. If I drank, I don't even drink, so.
Oh, you don't drink at all?
No, I don't drink or nothing. So.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, just kid shit.
Yeah, I stopped drinking for a little bit. And I pretty much I enjoy being sober most of the time, and I only drink like here and there on the weekends, you know? So it's
Yeah.
cool. Before, I was always drunk and shit. I get on live and be all drunk and fucking make a fool of myself, but I stopped that shit.
Yeah, I know. Like, I have a few stories like that myself, you know. Not on the live, but just making a fool of myself, period. So, I'm just like, you know, I'm good. I just
Yeah.
for a bit.
I don't even want to get into the fucking liquor stories. When I drink liquor, man, there's a whole different person.
Right? Yeah, just stick to the brew. Just stick to the beer.
Hey, tell Spliff D I don't got them chump ass Bud Lights right now.
Dos Equis? How do you say that?
Yeah. Dos Equis? Yeah.
Yeah, those. I haven't even tried those, actually. I've never tried those.
They're my favorite beer. Shit.
Really? All right.
Yeah.
So, we got like 40 viewers.
Talk to me.
So, I got some questions here. First of all, I want to say thank you for agreeing to do this live interview with me. Fuck them, whatever you're, fuck them, FKM, both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thanks for taking time out of your hungover Sunday and sitting here.
Hey, if it wasn't for this, I wouldn't have woke up. Shit, I would have stayed asleep.
Oh shit! Well, hell, thank you. I appreciate it for real, and I appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah.
So much love to all the viewers right now. All right.
What up?
What's up, everyone? So, yeah, these questions here, some of them, people like wanted to ask you, you know, people stuff and some other stuff.
I'll answer as honestly as I can.
That's okay. That's all right. All right. So, how did you meet Bozo?
I met Bozo. I actually met Bozo when I was in the state penitentiary and shit. I showed up to a prison and shit, and nobody was checking on me. And Bozo came to my door. He was like, "What's up, homie? You good? You need something?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he slipped me some food, and I think he gave me some pruno and shit or something like that. And fucking and then me and him just started chopping it up. We started playing basketball. We would play basketball all the time. And then over there where we were at, they would allow us to go chill in each other's cells and shit. You know what I mean? So we'd be drinking and getting high and shit. And I'd be kicking it with them all the time, you know? Then we started talking about rapping and shit, you know? And, you know, just naturally we just gravitated towards each other, started kicking it and shit. But at the time, he was supposed to be getting like a long-ass like sentence and shit, you know what I mean? I think he had like 20 years or life. I don't remember, one of those two. Oh. And he would always tell me, like, he'd be like, I'll be out. And he's like, I'll be out like within 10 years. And I was like, you think so? And he's like, man, the laws are changing. He's like, I'll be out there one day, you know? And he's like, when I get out, I bet you I'm gonna run the rap game. And I'd be like, all right, cool. I mean, I believe him, you know, because he's always so passionate about what he says, you know? And shit, I had got out way before him and shit. And then I was in the studio with High Power. I was in the studio with them. And they were like, hey, you know somebody named Bozo? And I was like, yeah. They were like, well, he just got out and we're doing some music. And I was like, Bozo from back in the day? And they were like, yeah. And I said, man, show me. And they showed me a music video he was in or something like that. And then I reached out to him. And we just started chopping it up and started kicking it again, you know?
Yeah.
The rest is history.
So you guys, so like after you guys were both out or whatever, you guys kind of went your separate ways for a bit, and then you guys like you found him later, and like you guys came back and started chilling.
Yeah, because he started making music with High Power, and I started making music with High Power, and then we met up like at a function or something, and then shit. After that, we pretty much been inseparable and shit. You know what I mean? That's my homie. You know the thing is, when you go through something like that with somebody, when you're behind the walls and you go through shit every day, you know what I mean? When you have something that you both share in common. I mean, we were there when there was tension on the yard. There was about to be a riot, you know, shit like that. And fucking day in and day out, you see each other locked behind the walls. you share something, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's a bond that nobody can really break. No, whether it's rapping or not, you know. Like I was at his house yesterday for his baby shower. It was a personal event, you know. It had nothing to do with rapping and shit. So whether we're rapping or not, you know, we share that in common with each other, and ain't nothing ever gonna break that, you know. So we're really, it's not rap. We're really homies in the end.
Yeah, no, I could. Yeah, no, I could tell, you know, because you know when you were like, you know, at the baby shower, you know, that just shows, you know, that it's more personal. It's not just based off of rap. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, me and him hardly ever make music together. And if I'm in the studio with him, I'm just there to support him, or vice versa. You know, we hardly make music with each other. We're only on like 2 songs, and we're always with each other. You know what I mean? So it has nothing to do with music. We're just really good friends and shit, you know?
So that's just like a plus that you both are you know, you're both Chicano rappers.
Yeah. We're going to do an album soon. We need to do an album, me and him. We've been talking about it and shit. I just be slacking and shit. You know, I work too much, so I can't be making music all the time.
Right. Well, we all have lives. We all have work. We all have other obligations, you know, besides, you know, what we would like to do every day as opposed to what we have to do every day. You know?
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. All right, cool. So your new song that came out that just dropped on Friday, Essay.
Yeah.
That I like that song a lot. And
that's very tight.
Yeah, no, it's tight. I like it. And how long did it take you to write that, to make it, to come up with that whole plan that you were gonna do that?
I actually the hook, I did the hook like really quick. I had a song before that. I had a song and it was aggressive. It was like basically it was like, you don't want to fuck with us kind of thing, like we'll fuck you up. And I said, like, talking about you can't fuck with the Mexicans, you know what I mean? But I sat there and thought about it, and I was like, you know, what kind of message am I sending out to people? I don't want. I'll tell you, look, there's no cuss words in that song. There's no cuss words in the past 3 songs that I put out. My daughter was on YouTube one day, and I saw that she had looked at my videos, and I asked her, like, hey, why are you looking at my videos? And she was like, because I like them. You're my dad. And in my head, I thought to myself, like, and she sings my songs too, you know, and to myself, I thought, like, man, I need to stop cussing because I don't want her to, you know, I want her to be able to sing along with what I'm saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I stopped cussing. So when I was writing Essay, it was aggressive, and I think it would have like blown up if I would have kept it aggressive. But I decided to send out a positive message, you know what I mean, and do something good with it, you know. So it took me about probably like 20 minutes to write it, and I record pretty fast. When I was recording it, I was in the studio. So
that's crazy.
I think that song's gonna do some good numbers. You know, it's just gonna take a little bit. Sometimes, like I have a song that went to like 2-point-something million. You know what I mean? And it took about 2 weeks before that song took off. Yeah. But I was promoting it for a month before that. For a whole month, I was promoting it. When I dropped it, it didn't do anything. And me and Will the Tiger were working that record for a little bit, and then like 2 weeks later after I dropped it, it was like doing 5,000 a day. Then it went to like 20,000. Then it was doing like 40,000 a day. Next thing you know, it was at a couple million. You know, so I think the song might take a little bit to take off, but I think sooner or later it'll take off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's what I noticed when you say that, you said you wanted to send a positive vibe in the essay song.
Yeah,
So when I was listening to it, like I noticed, you're talking about like North and South, you know.
yeah, yeah.
So with that, is that kind of like your way that you want to like promote unity, like between the two, is like saying both, North and South in there.
I was saying north, south, east, west. What I really meant is like, uh, it don't matter where you're from, what color you like, what color rag you claim, or anything. It's just like I just want people to know I'm not hating on you what you're doing. You know what I mean? Even though we don't get along, I'm not gonna go out of my way and hate on them. Like I'm not gonna be like fuck them, fuck these people, fuck that. There ain't no reason for me to hate on them. You know what I mean? If I hate on somebody, that opens the door for other people to come in and hate on them. And whether they are north, south, east, west, whatever, we're still all Mexican. We're still all brown skin. And I would not like another race to come in and talk shit or judge my people overall. You know what I mean? Because in the end, we're still all one color, one race. You know what I mean? So I guess that was just my way of just telling people like I'm not hating on you. Let's just get to the money. You do you, we do us. There's no reason for us to hate on each other. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's pretty much that. I was getting questions in the comments, and they were asking me like if I would ever do a song with like the North or the South. And I mean the North or anything. And I wouldn't do a song with them simply for the fact that I respect people. Like we have homies like Dizzy Loke and Sick-Minded Criminals that are on the front line. They go to war with them every day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I respect them enough to not. I don't want to disrespect them and go out there and reach out to their enemies and try to do a song with them. You know what I mean? But I'm not at the same time. I'm not going to be out there dissing my own race. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's just how I look at it. That's just how I look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, when you step in prison is one thing. Obviously, we all go to war. On the streets, it's one thing. We all go to war. But if the rap game was the streets, then you know what I mean? We might as well just stay in the streets. We're in the rap game for a reason, and we're trying to make money for a reason. So
right.
I'm trying to stray away from that as far as music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Right on. Well, thank you. Yeah. Thanks for clarifying that. Cause that's one of the things, like when I listen to that song, because I know, like I've heard you message before, that, let's stay positive, let's help each other out. Let's, we're all trying to do the same thing. So let's support each other type of thing, So,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I like that song too, by the way. So congrats on that song. I like it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, for sure. So my next question here is, so if you were only allowed to listen to 3 albums for like a whole year, what ones would they be? You could only listen to 3 for like a whole year.
Is Chicano rap or just rap period?
Rap period, anything you like.
Well, okay, this this is crazy because I was locked up and I had this fucking I didn't want to be asking my people. I didn't want to ask my wife for like all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to put a burden on everybody, so I was just like, man, I need 2 CDs and I can fucking bump forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not Chicano rap, the 2 CDs that I got, but the 3 CDs would be Jay-Z's The Blueprint, 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying, and Mr. Little One Decade. If I had 3 CDs to like bump forever,
right?
Those 3.
Nice.
Mr. Little One, like once in a decade, like it reminds me of my childhood. My uncles used to bump that shit all the time, and then because of Mr. Little One and Bone Thugs and Harmony, I started rapping fast and shit. Like before I had the style I do now, I used to be like, we fucking rap each other, like fit 20 words in one bar and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and people like it's a trip because I don't think Mr. Little One gets a lot of credit and the recognition that he should. But he's tight. he's tight. If I could recommend anything like a Chicano rap album, it would be Mr. Little One, Once in a Decade. I think that's a very, very great album. If any of you guys out there don't know who Mr. Little One is, listen to Once in a Decade. You'll become a fan. You know?
Right. And then he just dropped his new album too. So
yeah. He has a song on there with Conejo. It's called Purgatory. I saw it. I was supposed to name my album Purgatory, you know? And I was just like, man, because they're legends, you know? So I was thinking like, man, I can't call my album Purgatory anymore because then people are going to think I was copying them, you know what I mean? So now I got to start over from scratch, you know? Right. Because, I mean, when you have legends like that doing their thing, they're obviously going to be like, you're copying them and shit, you know? So then I got to start over. I got to go back to square one.
I feel you, yeah. Yeah, no, that's tight.
Hey, this was said Little Rob, My Crazy Life was the dopest. Nah, the Natural High shit, that shit was tight, dog. I don't remember the name of that fucking CD. I think it was Natural High. That shit was tight, though. Little Rob. I used to listen to Little Rob a lot, too. Song Cry by Jay-Z. That's my favorite song in the whole world. Song Cry.
Will said, call your album The
Brown Print. Then I'll be copying Jay-Z.
I know.
Those Eckies are King Cobra. I don't fuck with King Cobra, dog, but to tell you the truth, before I started drinking those Eckies, before I started drinking Bud Light, I used to drink Bud Ice. I don't know why. People used to be like, they see me getting Bud Ice at the store, and they'd be like, man, a couple more dollars and you could get something better. I just like the way Bud Ice tastes and shit, you know? Bud Ice tastes good to me. But then I started drinking those Eckies. I like those Eckies. But I'm a fucking King Cobra, though.
I think everyone assumes you're trying to be on a budget, you know, when you fucking get some Bud Ice.
Yeah. I drink beer just for the taste. Like, whatever tastes good, that's what I'm fucking with, you know?
Right. I hear you.
Hell yeah, the buddy. Nah, the 3 for $5. Where the fuck you live at? Shit, back in the day, I remember they were like 2 for $5. But you get 3 for $5, dog. Send me some shit.
Yeah, send me some. That's what's up, fuck. All right. So if you weren't doing like your rap, you know, doing your rap game, what you're doing right now, what else do you think you would be doing? Like, I know you have a job, you know, I know like you got a 9-to-5, this and that, but besides rap, is there anything else like you're real passionate about?
The Lakers. That's about it. The Lakers game in the background right there. Shit, that's the only thing. If it ain't rapping, it's the Lakers. Those are the two things that when I'm not rapping, I'm thinking about the Lakers. When I'm not fucking thinking about the Lakers, I'm thinking about rapping. That's it. That's the only two things. Yeah, you know, when I'm at work, I'm thinking about the Lakers. Like, these motherfuckers better win tonight. Like, god damn it, you know what I mean? And then after that, the next thought I'm thinking about is, fuck, when am I going to get back in the studio? Right. You know? The only two things that run my world right there.
Hell yeah. Well, hey, that's cool. You know, I like football myself. You know, the fucking Raiders ain't doing so good, but you know what? I don't care. I'm fucking
Hey, you know what about football? Football's like so fucking unpredictable. It's like you never know, man. You can have a sick ass team. The only team that's been really consistent is the fucking Patriots. You know, it's like football is just like up and down. One year this team might be good, the next year they're not good, you know? It's like But basketball is a little different. Basketball, you know, the team can go for fucking a long ass dynasty and shit, you know?
I don't know why, like I could never really get into basketball. Like it was just I don't know, football, like I don't know why. Like probably like my sons play football, you know, I don't know. I just like it better, I guess. Mr. Homicide, he had a question. I just seen it. He said top five all-time Chicano rappers. I'm assuming he wants you to answer that question.
Well, it depends on what. I mean, if you're asking me that question, I go based off of skill. I don't go based off of influence or who's bigger than who or this and that. You know what I mean? To me, I go based off of skill. But I mean, it's a toss-up. But if you're asking me like who I like personally,
yeah, who do you like?
Conejo, Mr. Criminal, Mr. Little One, Little Rob, and probably Shadow. I'd probably say Shadow. You know, and if you think about it, all those people use they have skill. I'm not talking about legends. That's something way different. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm talking about hardcore Chicano rap because if we're talking about like homies, Mexicans that rap and Latinos that rap, it's a little different because then you get into Cypress Hill, you get into Psycho Realm, you get into Sick Jackin' and shit. Like, you know, to me, those are not Chicano rappers. They're just they're MCs. You know what I mean? So to me, there's a difference between hardcore Chicano rap and Mexicans that rap and MCs. You know what I mean? There's a big difference. So
yeah,
I just want to make it clear so nobody says like, oh, you know, what about this person? What about that person? As far as hardcore Chicano rap, those are the ones that I think skill wise. You know what I mean? Now, if we're talking about legends, of course, there's Brownside and everybody else. You know what I mean? But just as far as my top 5, like people that I listen to and that I recognize, those are the ones. You know? Because each and every one of those people can hold themselves on the mic.
All right. Fair enough. So, so for your name, fuck 'em. So how did you come up with the name like fuck 'em, and how did you decide to just turn that into FKM?
I don't know, man. I just always shit, from back in the day, since I was little, like fucking in junior high or high school or something like that, I used to call myself that. I just thought it was a sick ass name. And someone would be like, hey, what's your name? Fuck 'em. Like, what? And when I used to introduce myself in prison, people used to be like, what's your name? Fuck 'em. And they'd look like, what? What'd you say? My name's Fuck 'em. And they'd be like, damn, that's a cold ass name. You know what I mean? So there ain't no story behind it. I just thought it was ill as fuck and it make people think twice when they say it. But the reason why I call myself FKM is because I was sitting there and I was thinking one day, like, man, I can't put fuck 'em on the CD. Ain't nobody gonna buy that shit, or their mom ain't gonna let nobody buy that shit. You know, I just abbreviated it. It means the same thing if you sound it out. Fuck 'em, FKM.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I just abbreviated it, and that's how that happened. You know.
So fuck 'em. You just thought it was tight, and then for the moms to approve of the kids buying your music, you just turned it into FKM.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how it goes.
A little more society acceptable, we'll say.
Hey, my homie Peanut, we were on the prison yard together, and he's from my neighborhood. And people used to be like, hey, that's a homie from Colton right there. And my homie Peanut would be like, yeah, fuck him. And they'd be like, hey, G, that's a homie. He'd be like, yeah, fuck him. And they'd be like, nah, he's a good homie, though. What do you mean? And he's like, no, that's his name. Fuck him. I'm not saying fuck him. That's his name.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I could see how that could, like, turn around into a fucking, like, revolving door. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, the thing is, the good thing about that shit is, like, when I'm in a crowd, sometimes people will be like, fuck 'em. Like, out of nowhere, everybody turns around and all eyes are on me and shit, you know? So sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing, you know?
Right. Someone will scream out, fuck them, and you're like, oh shit, yeah. Like old people or something. Yeah. So, what, growing up, like, what rap song sort of, like, takes you back to, like, a certain time of your life? Or like brings you back like some memories? Like what rap song kind of does that for you? Like now that, you know, we're older, I'm not saying you in general, but you know, we're older, what song can you look back on and it just kind of takes you back to a certain time or it brings you some type of memory?
That's a good question because Neighborhood Music, I don't know if you ever heard that song by Little Rob. When I don't remember how old I was. I'm not sure if I was like 16, 17, or 18, something like that. Uh, Neighborhood music was coming out and shit, and my mom had gave Little Rob a CD of mine back in the day. It was like a garage recording and shit, you know what I mean? And Little Rob and them actually called me. And at that time, I used to slang and shit, you know what I mean? I used to sell drugs. So somebody called my phone one time and they were just like, "Hey man, can I speak to so and so?" I was like, "Yeah, this is him." And they were like, "Hey, this is little." He said, "Hey, this is Little Rob. How you doing?" And I was like, "Man, what do you want?" And he was like, "This is Little Rob." And I was like, "Come on, man, stop acting stupid. How much you want?" And then he was just like, because nobody ever called that phone besides people calling for a sack and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, "Stop acting stupid. What do you want?" And he was like, "Nah, this is Little Rob." And I was like, "Man, fuck that." And I hung up. So then he called back. And then he was just like, "Hey, for real, this is Little Rob." And I was just like, "Man, I'm not fucking with you." I hung up again. Then somebody called back and he was like, "Hey, G, this is Little Rob's manager." And he's like, "Is this you?" And he was playing my song in the background. And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." And he was just like, "Hey, we're feeling your music. Your mom gave us a CD and we want you to come out to LA to shoot the neighborhood music video." I think it was the neighborhood music video. It was one of those videos. I'm pretty sure it was neighborhood music. Anyway, they sent me the singles and all that shit, and I was just like, "All right, I'll go out there." They said one thing though, "We want to fuck with you, but we need you to change your name." And I was like, "Fuck no, I ain't changing my name." At that time, I swear I thought I was the coldest fucking rapper in the world. I was like, "Man, I'm about to blow up. I'm about to be the biggest thing in the fucking industry." You know what I mean? And I wasn't even in the industry. I was just thinking that I was gonna blow up and be the fucking biggest motherfucker ever. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I was like, "Man, I ain't fucking changing my name for nobody." You know, when you're a little kid, you think you fucking got it all figured out and shit, you know? So I was like, "I ain't changing my name for nobody. I ain't fucking, I'm gonna be the biggest star in the world and fucking yada da da." And they were
Yeah.
like, "Well, look, man, if you want to get serious, you can't be going around calling yourself this and that. You know, it just ain't gonna work. And trust us, we're successful." And I was just like, "Well, you guys ain't gonna be successful. I'm gonna be successful calling myself that." So I never went over there. And every time I heard that fucking
Oh,
song, I would think like, "Damn, I could have been rolling with them motherfuckers." And this is like when they were fucking blowing up and shit. You know what I mean? This was, I think it was the 90s. It was in the 90s, huh? Or no. It was like the like 2003, 2004, somewhere around there. But it was like at the height, like when they were at the height of their shit. So every time I hear that fucking song, I think about, "Damn, I let that fucking opportunity pass me by." You know, and I
exactly.
hate that shit. I hate that. I mean, Little Rob is not fucking humongous like he was now, but you said
Still,
what song reminds me of? So there's always that fucking song when I hear neighborhood music. I start flipping the fucking radio. I was like, "Fuck that shit," you know?
so back then, like, did he mean you can't go further? Like, if you were to go in it, they wanted you to change your name. Fuck them. Like,
Yeah,
for
it's like, how am I
fuck
gonna
'em?
go around being fuck 'em this, fuck 'em that, fuck 'em? You know what I mean? Like, and it's understandable. That made me think when I was in prison, like, okay, I can't call myself fuck 'em. I
Yeah.
can't do it. And then that's how I came up with FKM. You know,
Okay.
I have to change it. At first, I didn't want to do it because I didn't want people thinking that I was copying SPM. So I was like, "Man, what can I call myself?" And I was like, "Why am I going to change my name? I'll just call myself FKM. I know I'm not copying him. You know what I mean? And if anybody asks me, I just give them the honest truth. You know, it's just an abbreviation of my name. Fuck them. That's
Yeah.
it." So,
Okay. Well, that's kind of a bad memory, I guess. But hey, it's ingrained, huh? It's not gonna go away.
yeah. Yeah. So, if I'm ever around any of you guys, don't play neighborhood music around me.
There, you've heard it. You've been warned. He'll start flipping off the radio
I'm
if
gonna
it
break your
goes
fucking
across,
radio.
right? So so right now, like in the present, is there like an artist um that you would compare yourself to, like past or present?
Nah, that's I think about that a lot, And I don't think so because there's just so many different styles that I have, you know, like one day I could make a Chicano rap song, the next day I'll come out rapping like an MC, and then like I have a song coming out tomorrow that's a borderline commercial, you know what I mean? Like I have so many different fucking styles, and I'm not even done. I have songs that I haven't released yet that it's a different style from anything that I did. You know, I could be conscious one day, I could be an MC one day, I could be a Chicano rapper one day, you know? And so it's kind of hard for me to compare myself to somebody. It's almost, and I don't mean it like I'm not bragging or anything. I just, it's almost impossible to, you know what I mean? Because I have so many different styles and it reflects in my music. I'm not stuck.
Well,
You're not gonna hear me in every song being like, "Fuck this, I'm from here, I'm gonna shoot you," and this and that. Like if you listen to my songs, it's something different in every single song, you know. So it's kind of I can't really compare myself to.
well, I think you know yourself better, than anybody else. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a fair answer, because like you said, you can do all different types of songs, and just like you said, you did a rap song and you didn't put any cuss words in it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I mean, you can deliver. If you want to deliver something, you can do it. So yeah. So I like yeah. I could see. That's a fair answer. So
Yeah, yeah.
for sure. Um. So who is someone right now in the rap game, whether it's Chicano rap or any type of rap, um, who do you like listen to often, and like someone you follow their music?
Besides Bozo, look
Um,
at, I'll be honest with you. I listen to mostly Bozo, Cujo, Tyrant. Bozo, Cujo, Misfit. Like all the people that I fuck with, I listen to them all the time. You know what I mean? Whether they send me their music, like Bozo sends me all of his music before it comes out, so I just keep that in my phone and I'll be bumping all that shit. Like Cujo sends me shit sometimes, or like I'll hear it in the studio, and then when they come out with it, I listen to that shit, you know. So mostly the people that I fuck with, but I listen to everybody's shit. Like whatever Latin beats drops, I start bumping it, and if there's something that I listen to, I start bumping that shit. You know, it's mostly people that I fuck with. Sick Minded Criminals, that's a little G, like uh Big Sanch, like everybody, everybody that I give props to, everybody. I listen to everybody. I listen to Bay Recon. I really like Bay Recon. I don't know if you heard of them, but they're the homies from upstate. I like them because they're Chicano rap, but they have like swagger to them. You know what I mean? They got a good style. I listen to them a lot. Silent gets down. He's tight.
okay.
He's good.
I haven't really I don't know who Bay Recon is, but really this year in like I want to say like March or April, I really started fucking with Chicano rap, like a lot, listening to a lot of different, people, songs, certain songs would like catch my ear and stuff, because I'm a real like, I like the beat. Like if I like a beat in a song, like beat is kind of what gets me, but then if someone's like sitting there like rapping about something like they lived through,
Yeah.
like that's the stuff that really gets to me, and then it's, you can just tell, they put a lot of like thought into it, and there's like a lot of art, in that song. So
That's what the reason why I started listening to Chicano rap too. Like I would listen to Criminal, Little Rob, and I used to listen to Capone back in the day, but not like all his albums and shit, just like his classics like Angel Baby and Southside Thing and shit.
mhm.
I would listen to all that shit, right?
Right.
And I liked it, but I wasn't really like deep into it until I went to prison. After, like, when you're sitting in the cell and then you start listening to that shit,
Mhm.
and then it starts touching you, like, man, I lived through this, I did that, I feel this, I feel that. Then it starts opening up your mind to to a whole new world, you know what I mean? And then you start listening to music for the message instead of just, because I used to be like that too, like, oh man, I feel the beat. Or I would only listen to people that had like a certain type of skill. The kind of music I like is more of a wordplay. Like I want to see how good you could put your words together, how complicated you can make your rhymes. I want to hear your metaphors. I want to hear how intelligent your mind works.
Right.
That's the kind of music that I really, really, really like and enjoy. I want to see how intelligent you are to put all these words together and make a song, but you have to do it with a good rhythm. And I want these rhyme words to rhyme with all of this and this. You know, that's how I was before, and I wouldn't accept anything else. So when I'm sitting in a cell and I start listening to all these Chicano rap artists, I'm like, man, that's a good story. That's a good message. Fuck, I like that. I feel this. I feel that. And I really, really got into Chicano rap when I was in prison, you know, and I came out and I was like, you know what? I'm going to be one of the ones to fucking not only, I mean, Chicano rap was already on the map, but I want to be one of those ones to take it to the next level to tell a story and to help us get somewhere. But I also want to be that person that they say, man, that fool has skills. Like that guy has real talent. You know what I mean? And I want to be that person that they say, all right, we got an MC from New York. We got an MC from here. We got a rapper from here to here. Who are you going to put up against that person in Chicano rap? You can't go grab Capone. You can't go grab fucking whoever, Mr. Criminal and them and be like, go up against this MC, because that's not their style. They make good songs. They make good songs. They got good flow. They got good rhythm and everything, but you can't put them face to face with a real MC and expect them to get down and start battling or hold it down for Chicano rap. They can't do that. Lyrically, there's just not. I haven't heard it lyrically except from Cujo and maybe Misfit. Like certain people, like lyrically, you can't get down with a real MC like that. And I thought to myself, I'm gonna be one of those people in Chicano rap that you can put up against an East Coast rapper, a rapper from the South, a rapper from here and there. I want to be one of those people to hold it down, you know?
Yeah.
So that's how my approach is in Chicano rap. That's why I put out the kind of songs that I do. I mean, I can make songs about shooting and fucking drug dealing and all that shit all day, you know, but somebody has to be different.
Right. Yeah, that's true. My son,
that also comes down, sorry to interrupt you, but that also comes down to what Chicano rap is and what isn't, you know? Because then you have Sick Jackin', he could go up against any fucking MC, you know what I mean? You have, you could take a lot of different people. You could take a lot of different people and you could put them, but like to me, like I said, Sick Jackin' is not Chicano rap. He's more of an MC. He's more of a hip hop. You know what I mean? Be Real from Cypress Hill is more hip hop. It all depends on how you see music. That's just what it is. It all depends on how you see music, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I used to listen, you know, like to mainstream and stuff, but that's because of my daughters, you know, like my daughters are 14 and 13, you know what I'm saying? And they're real, like they're into the mainstream. And finally I decided to like branch off, you know, like we'll be driving down the road and they got this car just like blasting with some fucking shit, you know, and I got my earbuds in, you know, and I'm listening to my own shit, you know, because, you know, it's not something like, you know, they're feeling, but I was actually playing Conejo's song, and it's called I'm With You. And and anyways, my son, like, he was sitting there, and I was, like, getting him ready for, I think we were going somewhere, but he's like, he looks at me, he's like, Mom, he's like, who sings this? And he's 6, you know, and he just, like, stops, and he's like, who sings this? I was like, Conejo. And he looks at me and he's like, who? And I'm like, you know, I kind of slowed it down. I was like, Conejo. And he says it. And he's like, oh, he's like, is that Spanish? I was like, yeah, son, that's Spanish. You know? And
see, Conejo too. Conejo's borderline not Chicano rap because he fucking got skills. You know what I mean? It's hard to say. He is Chicano rap. To me, he is probably over. I would say over a long period of time, he is what I want to be to Chicano rap, because not only is he Chicano rap, he holds his own on the mic. You know that, like,
Yeah.
he got fucking lyrics, he got metaphors, he got wordplay, he has that. You know, he's one of those people that you could put in the cipher and be like, damn, that was tight. That
Yeah.
is 100% Chicano rap. You know, that is a person that's what I was trying to get at. Someone like that. You know, he's 100% Chicano rap, and he got skills.
Absolutely. I mean, if
Yeah.
you can catch a 6-year-old's freaking ears, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like my son, you know, he, you know, that his roots, like he's Spanish too, you know, so, you know, I think it just kind of like it caught his ear, you know, because I don't speak Spanish, like I'm Native American, but, you know, on his dad's side, you know, that's, you know, he should know Spanish, he should know that side as well, you know, not only the Native American side, but both sides, you know. So I think that's important, you know, and I thought that was cool as shit. So now, like, he'll bump that song with me, you know. So I got a little buddy now to listen to some fucking music with.
There you go. That's what's up. You got your partner in crime right there, huh?
Yeah, for real, I do. Shit.
That's right.
So at what point did you realize like that you wanted to rap? Was it like while you were locked up, or was there like something that just like hit you like a ton of bricks and you decided this is what you want to do, or what was it that kind of turned you towards wanting to rap?
Shit, I've always liked music. I've always been into music since I was a little kid. I hardly listen to rap. Most of the time I listen to oldies and old rock songs, like classic rock and stuff. Like, I listen to everything. I listen to R&B, just anything with a good rhythm, you know? So I've always liked music, but one time I was outside playing. I think I was like in 5th grade. 5th or 6th grade, something like that. And I was playing, I think I was playing fucking hockey or some shit. For some reason, I want to say hockey. I was like in rollerblades or some shit. Anyways.
Yeah.
I saw these dudes outside. I used to live in some apartments, and I saw these guys that were rapping and shit, right? And everybody gathered around them and made a circle. And they start rapping, and they start going at it. And I looked at them, and then this dude was like, had everybody's attention and shit. Like, and I was like, man, I want to do that. You know what I mean? Because I like to be the center of attention most of the time. Like, if you ever meet me in person and like we're at a party or something, I'll be fucking loud talking, like, you know what I mean? I just like to make people laugh. It's not like I'm like an attention whore or anything. I just like to make people laugh. You know what I mean? Like, I like to entertain people and shit. So I'm seeing these guys fucking rapping. I was like, I want to do that. And ever since that day, that's what I wanted to do. I used to be in high school. I used to be in junior high, and I'll start rapping till everybody surrounds me and encircles me, and I used to battle people, and I used to go for it, you know? So that's how I started rapping.
Well, that's
and
cool.
I didn't take it serious until I got older and shit, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So I know I've seen you like go live a few times, like you're in the studio, you know, you're doing your thing, putting down your music, whatever. Does that make you nervous, like, you know, knowing like, you know, because like you're live, like you're doing it in the moment. And so do you get nervous, you know, kind of knowing like there's people on the other side, you know, sort of watching you, what you're doing, making your music. Does that make you nervous at all?
Nah, it doesn't make me nervous because I know what I'm doing in the studio. You know what I mean? Like, if I was one of those people that had to keep recording, like, you go in the studio with some people and they have to do take after take after take, and they're like, oh, punch me in here, punch me in there, do this, and like, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of embarrassing, but when I go in the studio, it's like, I go in there and knock the verse out. Either I like it or not, then I do another take. You know what I mean? So I'm not embarrassed. I'm not nervous. I know what I'm doing. If I didn't know what I'm doing, then I wouldn't go live because I look stupid. people will see me like, man, he don't even know how to fucking rap. You know what I mean? If you can't one take something,
Yeah.
then you shouldn't be rapping at all. Because if you can't one take it in the booth, then how the fuck are you gonna perform it live in front of people? You know what I mean? There's only a couple of people that I see that one take it, and it's like Bozo. Bozo goes in there, and that motherfucker does one take, and he's out. You know, there's only a couple of people that can do that shit. So I don't get nervous when I go live. I just don't go live. I used to go live all the time. I just stopped going live because people take your fucking lives and put them on YouTube, and people start talking shit about it. So I just stopped going live. You know, I'm really against. So what they would do on my live, they'd be like, okay, fuck them's talking shit about this person, or fuck them's doing this and that, you know. Then people would come in, that's why Chicano rap doesn't go anywhere, and blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
And I'm against it because I'm like, why are you putting me out there or putting Chicano rappers out there for other races to come in and talk shit about us? Like, that's not cool. Like, you're just inviting other people to come and diss us, you know, by putting us out there. What I say on my live is for my fans. Now you're taking my live and you're showing it to the rest of the world that are not fans, and they're talking shit about us. And that's why I stopped doing lives. That's why I don't go live anymore, because I'm not trying to be the clown of everybody's conversation, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm cool on that shit. I'm cool. I don't care about Instagram followers. I don't care about fame. And I don't care about getting out there. My dignity and my respect is worth more than anything. And I'm not going to allow somebody to take my lives and make a fool out of me, you know? I just rather not have fans. I just rather not have people tune in and watch me. I'm cool on all that shit, you know? I don't need that shit. I do rap. I'll tell you this. There's nobody in rap that I see besides like King Little G and Sad Boy and probably Mr. Criminal that make enough money to make a living off of rapping. You know what I mean?
Right.
This rap thing doesn't pay like everybody might think it pays. You know what I mean? So I don't need all these fucking fans. I don't need all these people to back me up. I make music because I love it. I don't make music for money. So I'm not going to be fucking going live trying to gain followers. I'm not going to be putting up posts trying to gain followers to look stupid to the rest of the world. I'd rather just put music out, and the people that follow me like it. That's cool. If you don't like it, then don't fucking buy it. Don't listen to it. You know what I mean? Because I'm not going to do all that extra shit just to get one fan.
Right.
I'm cool with all that shit, you know?
Yeah.
I'm fucking with you because you obviously hit me up because you fuck with me. You know what I mean? That's the reason why I'm messing with you. You know, I'm not gonna go do something for somebody that's not invested with their time into this. You know, so
yeah, for sure. Well, absolutely. No, I appreciate that. You know, I appreciate you fucking with me right now. You know, like me chilling. You know, and I know like you got a lot of fans out there, and like you said, you know, you're not gonna waste your time, you know, just for like one person. If they like it, cool, you know. If they don't, you know, then just keep it moving, you know. And because we all have our real jobs, you know what I mean? Like, you know, the stuff that does pay, you know, to take care of our families and, you know, to keep our shit going, you know, for real. So I mean, that's cool though, you know. Like I think people can tell when someone really makes music because they love it. You know, I think people can really sense that, you know, because you get a lot of views, you know, and like I was tripping out on like your views, you know, like you got a lot of views on all your stuff, and you know, like your shit and the stuff I listen to, you know, it's just it's really good. Like it's really good message in there, you know, and it's just
and I'm pretty sure that I could get a lot more views. All I gotta do is fucking go out there, make a fool of myself, talk shit about people, fucking clown the shit out of people. You know what I mean? That's all it really takes, you know? All you gotta do is just cling on to somebody, diss the fuck out of them, ride their wave, get some clout, start putting out music, and people are gonna listen. But I
Yeah.
refuse to do that. You know what I mean? I refuse to. First of all, I'm not gonna go out there and diss somebody because I keep saying it over and over, but this is how I truly feel and what I truly believe. I'm not
Mhm.
gonna go out there and diss another Mexican, another Southsider, another Sureño. I'm not gonna go out there and diss them and allow somebody else to diss them. You know what I mean? Let's just put it this way. If I'm right here fighting with another Mexican, fucking one on one, and fucking white dude or somebody comes in and starts hitting this Mexican, I'm gonna turn around and start fucking up that white dude. Like, hey, this between me and him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you have no business jumping in this fucking fight right here. You know what I mean? And same thing with the white guys. Two white guys are gonna fight. They're gonna feel a certain way if I jump in that fight. They're gonna be like, hey, fucking Mexican, get out of this fight. You know what I mean? So the way I feel is like I'm not gonna be dissing you on the internet and allow these other people to come and talk shit about you. I'd rather just fuck you up when I see you. That's it. I'm not gonna talk about that shit. I'm just gonna fuck you up when I see you, and that's that. You know. So
Yeah.
I'm not trying to clout chase. I'm not trying to take the elevator to success. I'm trying to walk up the stairs. You know, there's no
Yeah.
reason for me to fucking compromise anything. And I feel when I get up there, if I do ever get up there, then I have a solid foundation to stand on, you know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah. That's a good way to look at it. Like seriously, and just you know, I'm kind of the same way. You know, like I show people respect and love. You know, if you treat me the same way, you know, then like it's all good. You know, I don't care. Like if you know if you talk to someone like I don't talk to or whatever. You know, but if we have this tight, you know, sort of mutual respect for each other, then it will always be like that. You know. And it
mhm,
doesn't really matter who it is, you know. So
yeah,
I see what you're saying when you're like, you know, you don't need anyone to fight your battles for you, you know, like you got it,
exactly.
you
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
End of
So
the day, it's all about talent. Go ahead, next question. Let's get
it
to it. I start running.
is
Hey,
all
when
about
I start
talent.
drinking, I start running off into fucking deep ass
No,
conversations and shit.
no, you're good.
Imagine if I was high.
You're good. This show's for you. So I mean, this is about you. I wanted to interview you. I wanted to know about you. I wanted to, you know, just get to know. Fuck them. FKM. Either one. You know, it's all good. So, so my next little part here, of the
Hmm.
interview. So, um, these are questions and I just want you to answer them like really fast. Like I don't want you to like think about it. So I'm going to give you like a choice between two things. And
Okay.
I want you to
Just
tell
tell
me
me to
what
stop talking. Just tell me to stop talking. I'll stop talking.
no no like no the point is just, you know, like first reaction's always the best one. So just don't think about it too hard. They're simple little easy
All
questions.
right. Go ahead.
Okay? All
Got
right.
you.
So, who do you prefer, iced tea or ice cube?
Ice Cube.
Ice cube. All right. And I already know the answer to this one, but football or basketball?
Basketball.
And carne asada or brisket?
Carne asada. Come on. You ain't got to ask me that one.
And gold or silver?
Silver.
Paper or plastic?
Plastic.
Comedies or horror flicks?
Comedies. I fucking hate horror movies.
Okay. iPhone or Android?
Android. I don't fuck with iPhones.
Cardi B or Nicki Minaj?
What are we talking about? Looks or are we talking about music?
Music.
Nicki Minaj because she writes her own shit, but I like Cardi B's her character.
Okay. Okay. Hey,
You want to get in the interview, or what? I think my wife wants to be in the interview over here because she's side
okay.
busting.
I've got. Hey, my interview is gonna cut out. I've got a minute remaining because we've been on for
Oh
an hour.
no.
So let's get your wife in here.
Nah, she's just fucking around. She can be in it.
She don't want to. Okay. Okay. Well, I'd like to meet her. Okay. Corn tortillas or flour tortillas?
Flower.
And Modelo or Coronas?
Modelo, I hate Corona.
Okay. All right. So we're obviously going to get timed out here. So fuck them. I thank you for this interview. Much love to you. Much love to your wife, your family. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. You know, this was
Thank you all. I'm
fun.
sorry for taking up your time for talking too much. Next time I'll just do it sober.
Then, no, you're good. You're good. It's all good. So, yeah, thank you for waking up to do this interview. Now you can go back to bed. It's all over.
All right. You guys have yourself a good one. I appreciate you.
Heck yeah. It's all love.